performed tonight by the Clinton Public School Band, Orchestra, and Chorus. The Clinton Public School Band, Orchestra, and Chorus.
Well, it's finally time to play ball here in Somerset, New Jersey, as your Reading Fightin Phils have traveled 2 hours up to the Yankees affiliate. And they're getting ready to start a 6-game set here against the Patriots. I'm Emily Messina, your broadcaster, traveling this summer with the team on the road, getting you to bring you all the action from near and far. And looking forward to today's contest as the Reading Fightin Phils are on a 4-game win streak, walking it off 3 consecutive times against the Bowie Bay Sox. Now, I'm right under the world's largest speaker, so if you're listening on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, feel free to comment the volume of everything, just to make sure we're not blowing your ears out here. But a beautiful sunny day here in Somerset, New Jersey. Oh, it's around 70 degrees. It is very windy, 77, excuse me, as I look up that weather. 14 miles an hour blowing straight out to center field, so we will certainly be keeping our eye out on that. Reading had a lot of home runs in the last series, especially Jalen Ortiz, who's today's cross-country mortgage loan officer. Joanna Arias, our Phils team leader. Ortiz led the our Phils with 3 home runs in the series and was named Player of the Week. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, let's get started on this game. As Johnny Brito warms up on the mound, he'll be throwing to Josh Bro behind the plate. Jason Rosario in left, Brandon Lockridge in center, and Elijah Dunham in right. Max Burt over at the hot corner. The top prospect, Anthony Volpe at short. Jesus Bastidas at second base. And Chad Bell over at first. It'll be Simone Muzziotti who steps in the lefty batter's box here. We're supposed to start at 6:05, but the first pitch comes in at 6:11. And Muzziotti rips this one foul, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Art Phils wearing their road grays today. They've got that alternate road cap. Red and navy with the white cursive R on the front as the lefty Muzziotti takes a high fastball at the letters. Looking for a pitch speed. All right, I think I see it. We'll try to get for the next one. It's Tyler Witt, the home plate umpire, calling the balls and strikes today. As the righty comes home to Muzziotti, ground ball to the shortstop. He backhands it over to first. And that is out number 1. Here's Jalen Ortiz himself. He'll be followed by Aldrum Corridor and Logan O'Hoppe in the cleanup spot. Josh Alchemy batting 5th. Ali Castillo batting 6th. Jack Conley in the 7th spot. And Fraylin Mignetti and Jonathan Guzman rounding out the top 9. Ortiz upped his batting average to .263 after batting .417 last week in 6 games, which is absolutely incredible. And of course, named the Eastern League Player of the Week for a job well done. He takes the first pitch ball inside, the second one from Brito high and tight once again. All right, well, it says who the miles per hour are sponsored by, but I don't see the actual radar number. Ortiz ahead of the fastball. 2-1 the count. Finding his rhythm, was able to knock in 10 runs and have the RFL's first grand slam of the season, which was so much fun as he takes a pitch down and away. 3-1. Also walked it off in one of those 3 walk-offs for the RFLs, which was exciting as well. That was his first walk-off of his career. Sends it over the head of the shortstop Volpe as it trickles into left. And Jalen Ortiz will get himself on first with another hit as he hands the bat over to Aldrum Corridor. Ortiz gets himself on. Reading trying to score first here. That was kind of their success in Bowie, was that they ended up scoring first in a lot of the contests. And even though they might have fallen off in the middle of the game, they were able to come back with those ending innings, which have been their bread and butter, honestly, the entire season. From the left side, Aldrum Corridor takes the first pitch strike. This is Johnny Brito on the rubber, 2-2 on the season, a very solid 1.42 ERA. Ortiz shifts, Corridor sends it right into the glove of Volpe, and Ortiz tries to come back, but they double him up at first. Just a good play by Volpe, standing in the right spot at the right time. So Brito ends up facing the minimum, and quickly we will go and see Adam Leverett for the bottom of the first here in Somerset, scoreless. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
The Delbarton School is proud of 2019 alumnus Anthony Volpe. Go Patriots and roll away.
Here we go into the bottom of the first inning at TD Bank Ballpark, home of the Somerset Patriots, as Adam Leverett gets his final warm-up pitches on the mound here. He'll be throwing to Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate, as Volpe takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. It's Jack Conley over in left field, Simone Muzziotti in center, and Jalen Ortiz in right. I like that outfield. Ali Castillo in the hot corner as Volpe takes a strike, this time out of Leverett. Guzman and Minetti remain the middle infielders. And, of course, it's Josh Akami over at first. Leverett, a big kick and wind up, popped up, foul. It's going to end up in the stands. Ends up just in front of the netting behind home plate. Half of the field right now is in the shade and half of it is in the sun. So home plate shaded and down to first. Everywhere else, they've got sunglasses on. As Volpe connects, sending us down the right field line. Coming over, Ortiz. He makes the catch in foul territory. And the hometown hero for the Patriots sat down.
Right fielder number 17, Elijah Dunham.
Here's Elijah Dunham, the right fielder today. I am sitting concourse level, so I feel like I am at one with the crowd right now. I have my windows wide open on a sunny day. There is a seating bowl right in front of me that extends down the right field line and out to about third base on the left side as Dunham takes a first pitch strike. There are group area picnic areas down the right and left field line. That's what's most of left field as Leverett misses outside. I am sitting diagonally from the first base box. So I am down the first base line, which is a very awkward view. But I can work with it. Much better view from the ballpark here than from home on my computer. As Leverett misses outside. 2-1 the count. One out here. Scoreless in the bottom of the first inning. Dunham connects. The ball travels into right field. Ortiz makes the catch. Muziati backing him up, but he doesn't need him. And there's 2 out. For as strong as the wind is pushing out of the field, it's certainly holding up in the air as we see back-to-back flyouts. And here is Josh Bro, the catcher, in the number 3 spot. One of just 3 players, batting under the Mendoza line here for the Somerset Patriots. 178. First pitch up and in, ball 1. The bullpen for the Fightin' Phils is inside the field, obviously in foul territory down the left field line. This is a pop-up. It's going to come into the stands. Our Phil's dugout by third base travels just a little bit further down the wall straight away, and then it curves left. And that's where the our Phil's bullpen is, as this is taken deep to left center field. Jack Conley on the run. It bounces over him. He throws it back in quickly. And a stand-up double here for Josh Bro. With 2 outs on the board, here is the cleanup hitter, Brandon Lockridge.
Number 10, Brandon Lockridge.
Having trouble thinking, the speakers. Right here. First pitch fouled back. So I'm assuming that the Patriots bullpen is in the same spot, although I can't see down the right field line. No outfield seating here, just 2-3 levels of billboards, and of course the batter's eye straight to center. And then they have a ginormous flagpole beyond the wall in center field as Leverett misses the outside corner. 2-1 the count. Dead to left, 317. Dead to right, 315. And straight to center, 402, which is kind of shorter on the sides. Swinging strike out of Lockridge. And the count 1-2 here. 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning, we are scoreless at TD Bank Ballpark. The Patriots do have a runner on second, and Josh Bro doesn't have any stolen bases on the season. He is a catcher. but they've got the cleanup hitter in Lockridge. The 1-2, he is caught swinging, and Adam Leverett will strike out Lockridge, stranding a runner on and giving the R-Phils the opportunity to get on the board first here in just a moment.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Visit rwjph.org/ortho to learn more.
Top second coming at you here in Somerset, New Jersey. Both teams got a hit, but both teams left a runner on, so we are scoreless here in the top of the second. For the R-Phils catcher, Logan O'Hoppe, to lead us off. Johnny Brito out for another inning of work here. Brito faced the minimum after picking up a double play to get out of the first. O'Hoppe makes soft contact. The pitcher goes underhand, throw over, and he's just a hair behind. He's trying to hold up, but did get a piece of it, and it trickled in front of the mound. So there's out number one as Josh Akami heads up. Ak had a pretty good series. Took some tough calls on Sunday. I think everybody was frustrated for him. I don't think anybody was happy with the umpire crew. Last week, both teams had an ejection. But he had 2 home runs in the series. His 100th of his minor league career and his 101st as he takes 2 strikes inside. The lefty has his left foot about as far back into the batter's box as you possibly can. And he takes one upstairs from Brito. Brito's thrown 25 1/3 innings coming into this game. He's allowed just 4 earned runs, which is exceptional, as Akami takes him out to center field. Lockridge sticks his glove up in the air. A sandlot catch. He doesn't even have to move. And there is out 2. Ollie Castillo looking to keep things rolling here for the Fightin Phils, or at least get us aboard. Castillo, pretty solid series as well. He was the leadoff batter quite a number of times. Currently riding a 7-game on-base streak with 10 hits and 2 walks. Very speedy on the base pass as well as he gets a first pitch strike from Brito. He's also won Eastern League Pitcher of the Week. He's had a very successful start so far as Castillo punts this one foul for strike 2. Gets a piece of it to stay alive. He'll come back again. Frito picked up as a free agent in 2015. Has had Tommy John, but quite a number of years ago in 17 as this one comes over the head of Castillo. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top second scoreless. Castillo takes it up the middle, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. 2 outs. And the Fightin' Phils get a runner on the board here for Jack Conley. So if I did the math right, which I think I did, Jack Conley needs 2 more at-bats to become a, quote, qualified player. So what that means is a qualified player is somebody who has at least 2.7 at-bats per number of games played by the team. So, you know, everybody's got their batting averages and whatnot. So let's say you play 1 game with the Fightin' Phils and you go 1 for 2. So you have a 500 average as Conley takes the first pitch strike. That doesn't mean that you're leading the team in batting average. You've only had, 2 at-bats. Conley, does he get it in the hole on the right side? The second baseman makes a great play over to first. And they're able to get it there before he does. So we'll talk more about qualified players in just a moment here. Redding Strands, another runner on. Adam Leverett due up in just a moment.
The Redding Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Leverett back on the mound here as the score is Reading 0, Somerset 0 in the bottom of the second inning at TD Bank Ballpark. Leverett got out of the inning, allowing just 1 hit, but he stranded him on, so he will see Rosario Perkins and Chad Bell to start things off. This is game number 34 of 138 this season. Pretty exciting. Rosario takes this out to right center. Ortiz on the run. He makes the catch. 1 pitch went out for Adam Leverett. If you want to talk about efficient, that is it. Leverett's longest outing of the season was 5 2/3. Pitch count wise, he's been out there for 85 pitches. He's been pretty solid for the Fightins. He averaged about 5 innings of work. I think if Sean could get 5 out of him, he'd be pretty happy here. As Blake Perkins, the designated hitter, steps in and takes a first pitch strike. He has been tearing it up. Leads the league in extra base hits with 17, in OPS, which is on base percentage plus slugging, and of course he leads in slugging as well, which would make sense with all the extra base hits under his belt, but he takes another strike from Leverett as the righty deals outside this time, 1-2. Big leg kick and a line drive. Akami dives for it at first, but he's not able to get a piece of it, and it trickles into the outfield. And now there is a runner on with 2 outs. Does set Leverett up for the double play if possible. And he does induce a couple of ground balls. Leverett looks down, then up. Here's the first pitch to Chad Bell. And it's inside, ball 1. So I see on the screen, it says a little MPH, but then there is no digit MPH that comes up. Leverett must have blazed that by Bell because he was late to the pitch for a strike. Both teams have 2 hits, no runs in the bottom of the second inning. And Bell fouls this off. Decent crowd here at the ballpark. They had a lot going on before the game. I'm never seen anything like that before. And if you've been to America's Classic Ballpark, you know we do a lot. We get rowdy. We get a little wild. There's lots of entertainment. And Leverett's going to throw over to Akami. Not in time. Step off number 1 of the at-bat. But this was like something I've never seen before. So in front of Somerset's dugout, they had karate festivities. It was like a karate performance. They had 4 or 5 groups of, like, I would have to say hundreds of kids doing karate. And then they had baseball teams, like little youth leagues, in the warning track of the outfield. Like, again, hundreds of kids and their parents or coaches, I guess, all along the warning track in the outfield. And then they had a group of teachers on the first base line. And then they brought out like a junior orchestra, I guess. And that was 10 minutes before first pitch. And I was just sitting here like, this is insane. There's no way they're going to get first pitch on time. And first pitch was a little bit late. But they did clear everybody out, and that led to a pretty good crowd here at the ballpark, which is nice. Love to see the fans out on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. The 1-2 coming into Bell, just a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out on the board. There is Blake Perkins over on first. Perkins does have 8 stolen bases this season, and the righty Leverett's back is turned. He's had 1 step off in the at-bat, so he only gets another one to try to go over to first. He looks down, then up. Comes home. Bell fouls another one back to stay alive. Just 26 pitches here for Adam, trying to get through the bottom of the second inning. He's settled in a lot since the beginning of the season. His last outing, he gave up just 2 hits and 1 earned run. Runner going. Here's the throw down by Ohapi. It's a little late. And Perkins gets rid of the double play by stealing second. And so now the Patriots have a runner in scoring position here with 1 out. Adam did make really great plays defensively by himself on the mound last outing. If you can kind of remember, we posted a clip where he caught a ball between his legs. He also got a bunt line drive double play, which is the most rare thing ever. This is a ground ball to Mignetti at second, on to first, and they get Bell. Perkins able to shift to third. Unfortunate that he wasn't still at first. That would have been a great double play, but they get out number 2 here for Jesus Bastidas. They do have suites above me. They have whole lines of suites above me, which is interesting that we're down here on the concourse level. But I love the feel. I love being a part of the crowd. I feel the same way in Reading because we sit just above the main grandstand. I love the energy that brings. Do love the energy of a home crowd a little bit more, but nonetheless, like to see people supporting the game. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Bastidas. Adam has 2 outs on the board, but he does have to worry about Blake Perkins over at third. Now the righty does have good vision of him, but Ohapi's going to have to be careful behind the plate. Pretty deep backstop here at TD Bank Ballpark as Leverett gets a strike inside. Here's the 1-2. Checks his swing. Doesn't go around. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The dugouts here, the dugouts are very big. I'll give them credit for that. All of the guys on either side are up, hanging over the fence, paying attention closely to this tie ball game. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. Taken out to left center field. And it's a fair ball. A 2-run home run by Jesus Bastidas changes the game here, and the Patriots lead. Just to the right of that foul pole down the left field line. And suddenly the Patriots up 2-0 here. Leverett does have 2 outs. He'll see the number 9 hitter, Max Burt. Burt batting just .141 with 9 hits this season. Other than that one pitch that gave up the home run, Leverett's looked pretty solid here, and the Fightins have had a lot of offense lately as he accidentally hits Burke in the hip, and so the Patriots will get a runner aboard. With 2 outs, they'll go back to the top of their lineup. Ohapi's going to come out just to give Leverett a little bit of a breather here. That's something they were talking about with the pitch clock. When a home run or something fast happens like that, because you have to stay on pace, you don't get a moment to just like breathe and calm yourself down. And so Ohapi has to be very strategic about these mound visits to give Leverett just a moment to regroup. And here is Anthony Volpe, the Del Barton High School grad, the local prospect, number 1 for the New York Yankees, playing in front of a hometown crowd. Leverett, glove at the chest, kicks and fires, line drive past a diving Ali Castillo. Burt was already on the run as the ball trickles to the left field wall. He'll come across home and score, and the Patriots now up 3-0. Changing the lives of people living with emotional behavioral and cognitive differences. Visit Denver.org/level for more information. All right, number 17, Elijah. Here's Elijah Dunham with Anthony Volpe on second base. Leverett trying to get out of this inning without any more damage done. He does have 2 outs on the board. He got Dunham to fly out to center field his first time up. Takes a deep breath, glove at the chest, kicks and fires. Dunham fouls it back. Now they've got the radar gun on the board. Line drive into left center. Conley on the run. It bounces off the Flemington Department Store sign. And back-to-back doubles. Plates another run. Somerset leads 4-0 here for Josh Bro. And now we're going to see a visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry. Let's recap what happened here. Leverett got the first batter, Rosario, to fly out to right field, and then Blake Perkins had a single and a stolen base. A ground ball by Bell put out number 2 on the board, but then things got a little tricky for Leverett. He gave up a home run to Bastidas that knocked in 2 runs. Max Burt was hit by a pitch, and back-to-back doubles by Volpe and Dunham plated 4 runs here. And so the Patriots up 4-0 as Akami comes in to talk with Hockenberry, Leverett, and Ohapi here. The home plate umpire, Tyler Witt, breaking up this meeting at the mound. Out at second, Elijah Dunham having a chat with Guzman and Mignetti. A lot of these guys have seen and played each other before, and of course, these teams played against each other earlier in the season. The Somerset Patriots took 2 of the 3 games set when we started things off on opening weekend at America's Classic Ballpark. Reading took the Sunday game with a walk-off. Wendell Rijo had a 2-run home run. He's currently on the injured list, but he did travel here with the team. Leverett looks back at the runner on second. That's Elijah Dunham. The 1-1 fouled back, and he's got one more strike to get out of this frame. Middle infielders back deep. Corner infielders playing straight up here. Leverett with the ball behind his back, now comes set in the glove. He looks back with 2 outs. The runner's going to go on contact, but it doesn't matter. He gives him high heat to Josh Bro, and he strikes him out to get out of the inning. The Patriots do score 4 runs on 4 hits, so they take the lead now, but Reading back up to bat, top of the 3rd in just a moment.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Fraylin Mignetti to start us here, top of the 3rd at TD Bank Ballpark. The Patriots put up a 4 spot in the previous half inning. A home run by Jesus Bastidas led the way, and so the Fightins are down 4-0 to Somerset here. But Johnny Brito will see Mignetti, Guzman, and then back to the top of the order with Muzziotti. Gets a foul ball out of Mignetti, 1-1 the count as he fouls another one back, and it's 1-2. Getting him a fresh ball out there. That one touched the dirt. 1-2 the count here. Brito faces completely towards home, glove at the waist. Then when he gets the sign from his catcher, he takes a big step back and comes home Although upstairs this time, and it's 2-2. No more radar gun here. It works only part of the time, and I've been told it's incorrect, so I'm not even going to bother saying the pitches unless I get any read out of our video coordinator, JC Sanner, who's downstairs behind, not downstairs, but he's down behind home plate. As Mignetti lines this over the head of Bastidas at second, it trickles into right field. And the number 8 hitter is going to start us off with a leadoff hit. Redding gets a runner on. And nobody out for Jonathan Guzman. Dealing is Burrito. He sends it in for a strike now. Second base and trickling into right field is the shadows coming off of the roof of TD Bank Ballpark. Burrito's going to check on Mignetti over at first, so he gets his one step off. But Mignetti dives back safely, being coached over there by Michael Jones. Out of the stretch, here goes Burrito with a runner on. He looks down and up. Here's the pitch to Guzman. He pokes it off the end of his bat, and he'll drop it in the same place as Mignetti does. Back-to-back singles for the Fightins, puts 2 aboard here with nobody out. And just as quickly as Somerset scores run, Redding can totally do the same.
Number 10, Simone.
I see a big highway behind us, so now I'm very curious to see what this is. This is 287. 287 is what is beyond center field. A lot of interesting stuff around us. The Bridgewater Promenade. Simone Muzziotti, who grounded out to the second baseman his first time up, takes a ball to start off his at-bat. Wind still hefty, pushing from right to left out of the ballpark as Burrito deals. Muzziotti a little bit late, fouls it over the roof for a strike. The lights have come on here at the ballpark just to sort of hold off the shadows as much as they can and make sure that everything is playable. Both runners take their lead. A little bit of a shift here, a lot of shift to Muzziotti as Volpe is directly behind second base. He takes a pitch inside, 2-1. Pretty much the entire left side of the infield is being run by Max Berth, so he's got a lot of room if he's able to push it the opposite way. No outs, 2 runners on for the Fightin' Phils. A good opportunity to get in this game as Muzziotti takes a pitch inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Manager Sean Williams gives the sign to his team. He's in the third base coach's box, ready to wave everybody home if he can. That's Mignetti on second, Guzman on first. Burrito looks back. Here's the 2-2 to Muzzy. Ground ball right side. They're going to try to turn 2, but he outruns it at first, and so they just get Guzman in the force. Mignetti, of course, moves to third. And with 1 out, Redding an opportunity to score here. A runner 90 feet from the plate as Jalen Ortiz makes the sign of the cross and steps in the righty batter's box. Now we're going to see a minute as Muzziotti needs help over at first. The trainer, Andy Dodson, and the manager, Sean Williams, going to come over. Muzziotti recovering from injury. Over the past week, he's played about a half of each game, finally getting back into it. Sending a prayer upstairs quickly here. And he's going to hobble off the field. Looks like not able to put true pressure on his left ankle, but nobody's helping him off either. Nobody is helping him off the field. He's walking with Sean Williams and Andrew Dodson, the trainer. And so looks like we're going to see Hunter Marquardt come out. He'll pinch run at first, and then Shirley will sub in the outfield, a very capable outfielder. I don't know if this means, something worse for Muzziotti or just precautionary with that previous ankle injury. Oh boy. So there is Hunter Marquardt down at first. They're going to give him a moment to just jog a little bit as he's coming in straight off the bench. Great runner there. And Marquardt. So he'll take the place of Muzziotti on first. I don't have any updates, but will update you if I can later. Talking to Dodson down in the dugout right now. And here's Jalen Ortiz with runners on the corners. And just went out on the board looking to plate at least one run for the Fightin' Phils, down by 4 in the top of the third. Ortiz fouls this back just over my head on the roof. Comes back in the stands. Solid effort by a fan, but he doesn't get it as it flies away. And Ortiz has 2 strikes here. Runners on the corners here. That's Mignetti on third and Marquardt now on first. One out on the board. Ortiz, another high pop-up. Hopefully this comes out of the field of play as Bro rips off his helmet. It's the first baseman, Bell, who slides in and makes the catch. An unfortunate out number 2 for Reading, although they have typically done really well with 2 outs on the board. And here is Aldrim Corridor to try to push in a run. Going over to first is Brito. Marquardt very speedy. Doesn't have any stolen bases this season, but certainly a guy that can snag one, especially with Volpe and Bacitas playing back deep. 2 outs on the board, top of the third. Reading trails by 4 as Aldrim Corridor takes a first pitch strike. If you're a Berks County baseball fan, they're playing the Berks County semifinals at America's Classic Ballpark as the lefty takes a pitch in, 1-1 the count. Number 8 seed Ole Valley beats the number 5 seed Wilson tonight, 8-6 in the semifinal. 10 hits for the Lynx, 5 for the Bulldogs, 3 errors on either side. Tough play. And now we'll see who the Lynx face as the second game of that doubleheader in the semifinals coming up shortly at America's Classic Ballpark. Corridor fouls one back into the Patriots dugout, and he has 2 strikes. Reading's got runners on the corners. Mignetti on third, Marquardt on first after coming in for Muzziotti. 2 outs on the board. They trail by 4. Looking to just get something across here. Corridor takes one high and away. And the count moves 2-2. Sun behind the clouds here right now. With 2 outs, the runners are going. Fly ball out to left. Rosario tracking it. He'll make the catch. And Reading strands 2 here to end the third inning. As we go to the bottom half, Adam Leverett's got some work to do to keep the Fightins in this game.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's on Corsonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Leverett's going to work here in the bottom of the third inning. Reading had 2 runners on, but they stranded them. And so they still trail by 4 here to Somerset. Leverett coming out with 43 pitches under his belt. And Hunter Marquardt is going to stay in the game at center field. He came in for Simone Muzziotti, who was pulled out of the game after stepping awkwardly on first base. Don't know if it was precautionary or something bigger than that. Of course, I'll update you when I know. Adam Leverett gets a ball and a strike here to Brandon Lockridge. Lockridge takes this out to left field. It's going to drop alongside Jack Conley, who hustles for it at the wall, and he's got a stand-up double to start off this half inning. The Patriots put their 4 runs on the board in the second. It started off with Blake Perkins notching a base hit and then stealing second. He came home on Bastida's 2-run shot. Max Burt was hit by a pitch and brought home by Anthony Volpe's double. Then Dunham doubled as well to bring home Volpe, and that's how they got their 4 runs. Reading does have 4 hits, but they have no runs on the board. Somerset totaling 6 hits through 2 innings, and now they've got a runner on here to start off the bottom of the third as Jason Rosario fouls one back. He flew out to right field his first time up. Somebody leading a very loud Somerset chant in the crowd where everybody follows with Patriots, sort of like a play on Marco Polo as Leverett goes off speed and fools Rosario for strike 2. Beautiful Tuesday in New Jersey. Tomorrow's going to be a morning game, a day game, I guess you could call it. Starts at 11 a.m. So if you're looking for something to do during work, please tune in. I am happy to have you here and keep you entertained during the day as Leverett misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lockridge, 5 stolen bases on the season. He's out at second. He has been caught 3 times, and we know Ohapi has a good arm there. Takes inside a full count. Working his way all the way back from 0-2 is Jason Rosario here. Looks back at second. Guzman keeping a good eye on the runner, but he's going to go over on a wild pitch as Rosario gets to first on a walk. There's runners on the corners and nobody out. Now, Leverett doesn't issue very many walks. That was his first of the game here with the designated hitter, Blake Perkins. Leverett has a go-to pregame meal before the game. It's a peanut butter sandwich. Today he had a yogurt as well. There was something else, but I don't remember it anymore. First pitch strike, second pitch. She goes off speed again and gets strike two here to Blake Perkins. He's been good at getting those first two, or at the very least starting them off with the first pitch strike. Just having trouble sealing the deal as the righty looks back at the runner on first. Looking for out number one, Perkins. Ground ball right side. Akami is able to make the tag at the bag and hold on to it cleanly that Lockridge can't come home. Rosario does get to second, but they do put one out on the board here for Chad Bell. Good play by Akami to immediately turn to home plate and make sure the runner couldn't cut. And here is Chad Bell. First pitch ball outside to Bell. He grounded out to second his first time up. Got to check in around the system. Ground ball right side over the head of Akami. He was playing in, trying to get the run at the plate. Here's the throw in for Ortiz, and it's behind. And a single by Chad Bell plates two more runs. The Patriots up 6-0 here. Somebody's starting to throw in the bullpen for the Fightin' Phils now.
Second baseman number one, Jesus Bastidas.
Here's Jesus Bastidas, who launched the two-run home run down the left field line his first time up. Phillies taking on the San Diego Padres at Citizens Bank Park. It's a NOLA matchup. Austin on the Padres, and of course Aaron on the Phillies. Brotherly love there. Score is 0-0 at the bank. First pitch ball here to Bastidas. And he chases an off-speed for strike number one. Lehigh Valley scoreless. They're just beginning their game against Rochester at Frontier Field. That is 0-0. Leverett's going to go over to first. Not in time, though. Jersey Shore playing against Wilmington. Today's game. As this is fouled back, maybe about a foot away from my booth. Can't wait till I get a foul ball inside. A couple of kids stuck up their glove, but they weren't able to snag it as it bounced off the booth next to me. And good enough for strike two here to Bastidas. Reading trails 6-0 here. Bottom of the third, looking for a second out, and he'll get it on a strikeout here to Bastidas. Runner on first, and two outs for Max Burt. Wilmington leads Jersey Shore 1-0. They are in the bottom of the second. Burt was hit by a pitch back in the second. He'll come up with Chad Bell over at first, and two outs on the board. You can see Guzman out second, using his glove to hide the sun from his face. The entire outfield and shortstop out in the sun, as Ohapi's going to take a minute here to talk to Leverett out on the mound. He is at 61 pitches, and I have to believe this might be the last batter that he sees today, depending on how it goes. Either way, actually, I think even if it's out number 3, but not my decision, Sean. So we'll have to see how it goes as Leverett has a 2-0 count here to the number 9 hitter, Max Burt. He looks down, now he looks up, and he comes right down the middle for a strike. Former R-Phil Rodolfo Duran is on the Somerset Patriots after being picked up as a free agent there. He's not playing in the game today. Was injured, but he's back on the roster listed under catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board here. The Patriots lead 6-0. Leverett looking to keep the damage at that with a runner on first and 2 outs. The pitch, checks his swing. Does he go? No, says first base umpire Louis Krupa. And Leverett forced to go again with a full count. Sets up on the first base side of the rubber. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner going, but it's a called strike 3. Burt tosses his bat, but that'll do it here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Patriots play 2 more runs, and so they lead 6-0. Top of the 4th coming up in just a moment. Reading looking for some offense.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Johnny Brito still out on the rubber for the Somerset Patriots, who lead 6-0 on 7 hits. The Fightins have 4, but they haven't been able to plate a run, and looking so to do here in the top of the 4th. We'll start with the cleanup hitter in Logan O'Hoppy, and then Josh Akami and Ali Castilla. Infield, outfield, back deep here to O'Hoppy, who grounded out his first time up. And he takes the first pitch ball. Brito here with 46 pitches through 3 as he goes down and away to Hop. 2-0. Logan had his first walk-off of his career, a solo home run in the bottom of the 7th in Game 1 of the doubleheader on Sunday. Looking to continue to ride the high of last week. Three balls, 1 strike here to Hop. A very patient hitter at the plate. Looking for a pitch he can do damage with. Sends this foul into the stands. Man, am I in a prime foul ball area. There is going to, mark my words, one is coming into this booth sometime this series. I don't have a glove. I have a hat, though, I should put out. I should keep that with me. Or just barehanded. Chopper off the bat. It's slow rolling. The third baseman on the run. What a play by Max Burt to pick it up on the infield grass to retire O'Hoppe for out number 1.
Josh Ockamy.
Here's Josh Ockamy. From the left side, he takes the first pitch strike. Ready to look for something here. They've had some runners on. They just haven't been able to push them across the board, and hopefully they'll be able to keep the line moving here as Ockamy fouls one back. Down 0-2. Brito working quickly this time, comes above the letter. Taking one at the feet is Ockamy. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Lights are on at the ballpark, just about center field and right, even a little bit into left is in the sun. Brito comes home. Ockamy stays alive with the foul ball back. Wind still pushing out to center field here. Hopefully Reading can take advantage of it. Josh drives this into shallow center. Coming in is Lockridge, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Ollie Castillo, who has one of Reading's hits today. He'll come up. And shift some dirt in the righty batter's box. Got a couple of good this day in baseball town histories for you as Castillo takes a pitch outside. I couldn't choose, so I had to put 2 of them, on my game notes. The first one coming in 2016, so just a handful of years ago. On May 17th, of course, Castillo takes a pitch too far inside, and he leads the count 2-0. At Bowie, J.P. Crawford went 3 for 6 with a double, 3 RBIs in Reading's 9-1 win. Nick Pivetta shuts out the Bay Sox for 7 innings. Struck out 6 for his 4th win of the season. Interesting, both of those players no longer play in the Philadelphia system as Castillo takes ball number 3. Probably looking to take here, unless it's something absolutely perfect, and he does take, and of course it's a strike, so 3-1 the count. On May 17th, 2017, all 9 starters have at least 1 hit in a 14-4 win over Erie. And Ortiz takes a strike. That curves on the outside part of the plate, and the count is now full after leading 3-0. Malquin Canelo hits his first AA home run, and Scott Kingery went 3 for 6 as Castillo takes ball number 4 inside. He'll head down to first with 2 outs, and Reading will have a base runner here for Jack Conley. That was Scott Kingery's 9th home run of the season in just 33 games and surpassed his career total of 8 over his first 2 pro seasons. Now, what I thought was interesting was that Scott Kingery was sent to Lehigh Valley today after, getting some extra work in rehabbing in the Florida Complex League. So interested to see how he performs this season as Conley takes the first pitch strike. Keep you updated, of course, on the Iron Pigs game. They are on the road this week as well. Runner on first, 2 outs on the board. Brito looks down and up. Now he comes home to Conley. A slow roller back to the pitcher. An easy throw over to first, and that'll do it. Reading strands another runner on the base pass here. They trail by 6 into the bottom of the 4th. Should see a different pitcher, I think. Or Leverett. I don't know. We're going to find out together in the bottom of the 4th in just a moment.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Call the bullpen here as Adam Leverett hands the ball to Austin Ross here for the bottom of the 4th inning. Reading trails Somerset 6-0. Leverett giving up 6 runs on 7 hits in 3 innings of work, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts on 67 pitches. And we'll see if Austin Ross can hold the Patriots to just what they have now as he tries to send his team back up to the top of the 5th. I hope the PA is not too loud because it's extremely loud from where I'm sitting. Nothing I can do about that, but make sure it's controlled on your end as Austin Ross gets his final warm-up pitches in here for the Fightin' Phils. Ross, a solid relief player for the Fightin' Phils, spent time with us last summer, getting some more action here this summer. Led the R-Phils last summer with 7 wins out of the bullpen. And we go back to the top of the Somerset order with Anthony Volpe. Volpe 1 for 2 today, had an RBI double in the 2nd. First time he'll see Ross in this series as he takes the first pitch ball. Swooping curve for a strike, and the count 1-1. There's a tool that I can have access to on this minor league baseball specific research, and it's basically like pitcher versus batter this year, so I can see exactly what Austin Ross has done when he wasn't here in the first series against the R-Phils at home, but I can see, if somebody else comes in and they have faced Reading in the first series. So Adam Leverett had seen a couple of the batters, and we'll see what other guys have. Of course, Ross has seen this team last year, but he ends up walking Volpe down to first, and he does set the Fightin' Phils up for the double play as Elijah Dunham heads up. Glad to hear everything sounds good on your side. That's the most important part, bringing the action to you guys on the road here. Thanks so much for joining us. We are in Somerset, New Jersey this entire week here. 6 games. The new minor league schedule coming into effect last season, and I think it actually worked out really well. And they're going to keep it rolling. Less travel, less bus trips, saves money. I think everybody enjoyed it. I know some of the ends of the series do get a little heated sometimes, but we haven't had any true problems in Reading. As Dunham takes the first pitch strike, Ross going to go over to first. Volpe taking quite a bit of a lead, but able to come back in time. He does have 14 stolen bases, which leads the Eastern League. Now we'll see if the righty comes home here to Dunham. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Ohapi from his knees is going to throw down to Akami over at first. Volpe taking quite a bit of a lead, but not able to swipe him out there. Certainly, he'll be trying to go. Steps off of first. Here's the pitch. Dunham popped up into the shallow outfield. Coming over and making the catch is Hunter Marquardt. Volpe thinks about tagging, but a good throw back in by the center fielder. Keeps him at first, and there is out number 1. Here's Josh Bro now. Righty on righty matchup here for Ross. And he gets a first pitch swinging strike. Speaking of Scott Kingery, that I was just talking about in our This Day in Baseball history, has given the Iron Pigs a lead in his first game back in AAA. Started off a 5-run top of the first. Actually, it's still going, to be fair. Scott Kingery with an RBI single. Couple of other action happening there. And they knocked the starter out in the first. Bro fouls this back into the stands for strike 2. It bounces on the pavement, and then a good catch by a Somerset fan. Bro down 0-2 here to Austin Ross. And he gets him to chase down and away. A big swing and a miss for Ross for out number 2. Volpe still stuck on first here for the cleanup hitter, Brandon Lockridge. You can check and see how Lockridge did last week for the Somerset Patriots. Batted just .217 with 5 hits. And the Patriots, Volpe shuffles off first. This is inside again. Ohapi from the knees. He wants that. Good tag by Ock down at first, but it's no good. 1-0. They were at Altoona. So they stick with the Pennsylvania teams this week, but they ended up taking that series 4-2. Foul off the bat of Lockridge for strike number 2. That was sharply hit into the dugout of the Patriots. Ross up at the chest, a runner on first and 2 outs. Here's the 1-2. It bumps Lockridge back, and it's 2-2. Runner going. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. And is it a tag out at second? No. What a good tag, though, by Mignetti. Now, we've been talking about how Ohapi has been throwing from the knees and saving time. What a good throw down by the catcher. Just the pitch clock allowed Volpe to get such a good jump off of first. He had about a second or 2 ahead before Ohapi even caught the ball. But it doesn't matter. A swing and a miss by Lockridge ends the inning. He unhappily smacks his bag in the dirt, and that'll do it. Back-to-back Ks by Ross. Leaves a runner on here. And Reading an opportunity to start cutting into the 6-0 lead by Somerset coming up in just a moment in the 5th.
Passing it over in the staging area, just past the home dugout. We've got the apple, the blueberries, the carrots, and the veggie burger. And it's all about making healthy choices in the Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey Healthy Choice Rates. Are you ready, my fruits and vegetables and veggie burgers? On the marks, get set, and go! All right, the inmates around the track to the finish line. The Pirates have an early lead. And here comes Blueberry on the inside. Is it going to be the carrot? I think the carrot's going to win it. Push and the carrot with the fantastic onset from all that vitamin A is the winner of the choice race. The carrot is Giovanna. Congratulations, Giovanna. You won yourself a prize from Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Back to you, Chris. Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey can help with all your health emergencies, including medical, dental, vision, and even pet insurance plans. Visit horizonblue.com today. What's time to sit for the 5 yards to win Roman Jewelers? Check out Roman Jewelers 5-star reviews and make a Roman Jewelers name right here in Bridgeport. We look forward to celebrating life's special moments with you.
Reading's going to start off with Fraylin Mignetti here. In the top of the 5th, they trail Somerset 6-0. Johnny Brito out for another inning of work. He's allowed just 4 hits. Mignetti has had 1 as he takes a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Mignetti made all the way to third in the 3rd inning, but wasn't able to come home as he takes another ball in the dirt. Brito up to 69 pitches here. I have no idea if somebody's warming in for the bullpen in Somerset. I can't see it. It's beyond the grandstand here. Sharply hit to the first baseman, Bell. He tosses it off to Brito covering. Heck of a play by both of those guys to get Mignetti out at first. And there is one here for Jonathan Guzman. Guzzi sends the first pitch he sees behind second base. On the run is Bastidas. And back-to-back ground balls puts 2 outs on the board. We will go back to the top of the order, but we will see Hunter Marquardt here, who came into pinch run for Muzziotti after his single in the 3rd and then went out to center field. Don't have any update on Muzziotti. So nothing to report here, but Marquardt will get his first at-bat, and he'll do it from the left side. Marquardt takes the first pitch inside for a strike. Went 1 for 2 in Sunday's game. Also walked down to first as well. And it'll take another strike, down 0-2 here. Just center field in the sun right now. And on 3 pitches, Marquardt is caught looking very quickly. Has a quick chat with Tyler Witt behind the plate, and that'll do it. Reading down in order as we go into the bottom half. Austin Ross should be up in just a moment.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Pelleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Pelleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Ross back up after the Fightin' Phils sat down in order quickly in the top of the fifth. The Patriots still lead 6-0, and Ross will see Rosario, Perkins, and Bell as he sends a first pitch strike in. He walked a batter to start off the fourth, but then he got 3 consecutive outs. And hopefully will be able to send his team quickly back up as they need some runs here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. 2-1. Guzman playing almost back behind second with this lefty bat. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Just a little bit of the field in right in the sun for Ortiz as this ball swatted into center instead. Marquardt picks it up as it drops in front of him, and Rosario leads off with a base knock as the designated hitter Blake Perkins comes up. Perkins, formerly a part of the Kansas City Royals organization, did play for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. His bright spot of the season last year, he hit 2 grand slams, and then he struggled up at the plate, but certainly figuring it out quite a bit this season. Last series batted .286. As he takes a pitch upstairs after fouling one back, 1-1. Ross, ball behind his back. He's got a runner on first and nobody out. Big kick and fire in for a strike, and it's 1-2 now. Lots of stolen bases for the Yankees affiliate. They are quite aggressive on the base pass, and they are quite aggressive up at the plate, always hunting for that fastball. But Perkins caught looking as Austin Ross picks it up to 93 miles an hour and very slowly walks back to the dugout. And there is out number 1 here for Chad Bell.
Chad Bell.
Wow. Everybody in this Somerset lineup has already had a hit once Rosario got to first with his base hit. Oh, Max Burt was hit by a pitch, so not exactly a hit, but he has been on base. And he'll be up next as Bastidas takes the first pitch strike. There's one outside. 1-1. This is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Something smells really good at the ballpark. You know what it smells like? It smells like a waffle cone. Maybe it's funnel cake? I don't know. Smells like the ballpark, though. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the 2-1 in for a called strike, and it's 2-2. Taking a lead off first is Rosario. A big swing and a miss by Chad Bell. And another strikeout by Austin Ross makes out number 2. Ross has now struck out 4 batters here, as he'll face Jesus Bastidas. Looking to just retire the side here. He does have a runner on, but 2 outs now. As we are in the top of the 5th, a 9-inning contest. This ball is lined into right center. On 2 hops, Ortiz picks it up. Ball trickles away from everybody, but covering very quickly is Ali Castillo. And there's runners on the corners here with 2 outs for Max Burt. I can't tell if the field is a little bit wet in the outfield because every time the ball has bounced in front of Ortiz, something pops out of the ground. Like it looks like water maybe. Or maybe there's dirt in it and that's what I'm seeing. Not quite sure. As the righty batter steps in and takes the first pitch ball. Burt, the only one not to have a hit today, and Ross trying to keep it that way. This is sent into right field, and it bounces in front of Ortiz, and that drives in a run. The Somerset Patriots lead 7-0 here. Back-to-back hits as they go to the top of the order. Still runners on the corners, and still 2 outs. That's Jesus Bastidas on third, Max Burt on first, and here we go back to Anthony Volpe in his 4th at-bat of the game. Logan O'Hoppe comes out in front of the plate, tries to get the signs to his team and just get the job done out of this half inning. There's a first pitch strike, to start off the at-bat. Shallow fly ball. Hunter Marquardt able to make the catch in center to end the inning. Volpe definitely wanted that one long gone. Looks upset out there, but the Patriots do tack one more on, so they lead 7-0. Into the bottom of the 5th, Reading's going to have to start scoring some more runs here. Top of the 6th. Start scoring some runs here as we merge into the back part of this ball game, down by 7.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Reading's got to put something on the board here as they're down by 7 in the top of the 6. Still in this game, that's for sure. They have had 4 hits, and they'll start it off with Jalen Ortiz here as he takes the first pitch strike on the outside corner. Brito still out on the rubber for his team, up to 75 pitches as Ortiz bops one foul. Now he takes it outside. Can't tell if there's anybody worming in the bullpen for the Patriots. As Brito comes home inside to Jalen. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. 3-1. Just looking to get a runner on here if they can. Keep the line moving. Ortiz sends this foul. Fans wanted to run off the roof. I don't think it is going to drop in. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Jalen Ortiz, the leadoff batter in the top of the 6th. And he crushes it into the hole on the left side. And he is going to start this inning off with a base hit. Speak it into existence as Aldrim Corridor comes up here with a runner on and nobody out.
Aldrim Corridor.
Corridor really solidifying his spot in the lineup. Reading signed him as a free agent after his career with the Nationals and joined us from the Florida Complex League rehabbing an injury just a couple of weeks ago while we were on the road in New Hampshire, and he has been looking pretty good. Batting .271 with 16 hits. A lot for extra bases as he takes the first pitch strike. He's got Ortiz on first. He takes one inside. Ortiz, another multi-hit game with 2 singles so far. Ground ball right side, 4-6-3, and the worst possible scenario there for the Fightin' Phils is drawn up. But we move past it. 2 outs on the board, nobody on the base paths, and here is Logan O'Hoppe. Checking in on the Phillies game, they are still scoreless in the bottom of the 4th at CBP. Got to talk a little bit about Bryce Harper. He won Player of the Week for the National League. Batted .609 against Seattle and Los Angeles Dodgers. 14 for 23 with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. Now, probably won't be playing the next few days due to his PRP injection for his injured right elbow. As O'Hoppe chases for strike number 1. 1-1 the count here. 2 outs on the board. Top of the 6th. Reading down by 7. But he should still be playing as a designated hitter. No throwing for a couple more weeks as O'Hoppe sends this deep to left field. Going back, and it's over the fence. Logan O'Hoppe gets running on the board here with a solo shot. Man, that just sailed smooth. And the cleanup hitter brings himself home, his 4th homer of the season. And the prospect strikes again. Here's Josh Ockamy. Now Redding's on the board 7-1 in the top of the 6th inning. Big shift for the lefty batter, and he grounds right into it. The first baseman plays it unassisted, and that'll end the inning. But Redding not going to be shut out tonight. Logan O'Hoppe, a solo shot, scores a run. Redding trails by 6, and we should get a pitching change for the bottom half. We'll be right back in just a moment.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Redding Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Logan O'Hoppe with a solo home run in the top of the 6th puts Redding on the board. It's 7-1 here as we enter the bottom half. And a pitching change for the R Phils as Austin Ross hands the ball over to Julian Garcia here. Garcia will see Elijah Dunham, Josh Bro, and Brandon Lockridge 2 through 4 in the lineup. Garcia, the righty, takes a step back, and here's his first pitch in for a called strike. The R Phils did have a roster move today as Mike Adams transferred back from Lehigh Valley after a short stint there. The Phillies did release Nick Lackney, which is always a sad situation, but we do wish him nothing, or I do, I guess, wish him nothing but the best, and hopefully he continues to play. 0-2, this is lined into right field. Ortiz not able to grab it all the way to the wall. Marquardt tosses it in. Dunham going for 3, and he slides in safely, a triple from Elijah Dunham to lead off the inning. And he gets 90 feet from home here for Josh Burrow.
Number 22, Josh Burrow.
A lot of extra base hits here today for the Patriots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. Bro connects on the first pitch he sees out to left. It bounces off the wall. Conley is forced to chase it in a circle. And a stand-up double for Bro, who I'm surprised he only got to second there. Drives in Elijah Dunham, and just as Reading gets the run back, they lose it. And it's 8-1 here. Here's Brandon Lockridge with a runner on second and nobody out. Connects, but he fouls it into the grandstand. Now he takes the pitch inside for a strike, 0-2. Sharply up the first baseline, it gets into the outfield. Coming around and scoring is Bro, and the Patriots do not stop the offensive push. They lead 9-1 here. Here's Jason Rosario now. They've had 3 consecutive hits as Garcia looking for the first out. And this is lined over the head of Mignetti. Hustling to third is Lockridge. A good throw in by Ortiz, and he holds up there. Here's Blake Perkins with 2 runners on and nobody out. Garcia just needs 1 here to settle in. 9 runs on 14 hits by Somerset as they are pouring it on. Still in the bottom of the 6th inning. Our Phil's pitching has allowed 16 hits. That's the most. Bowie did that on the 13th. But the Patriots already have 14 here through 6 as Garcia gets a first pitch strike to Blake Perkins and 1 outside. Back foot slider misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's Lockridge on third, Rosario on first. Perkins, the DH, is 1 for 3 today. Chopper off the bat, over the head. Guzman on the run. He'll get the out at first. Lockridge does cross the plate, and it's 10-1 Somerset.
This is the number 23, Chad Bell.
So Garcia works with the runner on second and an out on the board for Chad Bell. Bell was pretty exceptional in the last series when the Patriots saw Altoona, batted .357 with 6 RBIs. Takes a ball and a strike here from Garcia. He's the only member of the Patriots to pick up 4 hits in a game this season. He's done it twice. Right now, he only has 1 hit as he chases a pitch inside, 1-2. Steps back in the batter's box. Rosario out on second, 1 out on the board. Wynn still pushing out to center field. That misses just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is popped foul into the net behind home plate and will go again. The Iron Pigs now lead 9-0. They're in the middle of the second inning at Rochester. Nick Maton with a bases clearing double, his 10th of the season. Jersey Shore trails 8-7 as they put a 7-run third inning on the board. Pretty impressive. And they kind of played small ball except for Baron Radcliffe's home run. So we'll keep an eye on both of those games. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a swing and a miss puts Bell back in the dugout. Huge out number 2 here for Garcia. And here is Jesus Bastidas now with 2 outs on the board and a runner in scoring position. Philadelphia is still tied up at 0 against the Padres. They are in the top of the 5th inning at CBP. Bryson Stott, 0 for 1 on the day. Phillies actually only have 1 hit. That was Alec Boehm. And the Padres also only have 1 hit as well. Jurickson Profar, the hit for San Diego. Garcia blazes 93 right past Bastidas for strike number 1. The Patriots put 4 on in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fifth, and 3 now here in the sixth. Redding's only run coming from a solo shot off the bat of Logan O'Hoppe as Garcia misses inside. Redding on a 4-game win streak. Still a chance to come back in this game. A lot of baseball left. That's the best part about this sport. It ain't over until the final out is made. There's no such thing as running out of time, really. This ball lifted into the air. Ortiz chasing in. Alchemy going back out, but it is Jalen who makes the catch in fair territory and ends the inning. 3 runs on the board for the Patriots. They lead 10-1, but Redding coming up to bat in the top of the 7th in just a moment. Heading into the top of the 7th here at TD Bank Ballpark, the Somerset Patriots lead Reading 10-1. As they have a pitching change for Johnny Brito, it's Barrett Lowski in for the top of the 7th inning as Reading will send Castillo, Conley, and Mignetti up to the plate. A fine outing for Johnny Brito. Pitched 6 innings of work, allowed 6 hits, just 1 earned run. That was Logan O'Hoppy's home run. 1 walk and 1 strikeout, though, is very interesting. And he did so on 86 pitches. So his reliever, Lowski, will see Ali Castillo for a first pitch strike. Castillo's been on base twice today, a single and a walk. Reading has 6 hits. The Patriots have 14. Up the middle goes Castillo. I think it came off the foot of Lowski, and it trickles into center field. That should go in as a hit, and Ali Castillo makes his way to first on the second pitch he sees from the reliever. And it's a good way to start off the inning here for Jack Conley. Conley 2 ground outs in today's contest, but he's been on quite a tear. The sun's starting to set here beyond the baseball park. Absolutely beautiful sunset as he fouls it back into the net behind plate. If only you didn't have 273 rolling in the background there. Not quite like the mountains beyond First Energy Stadium in the backdrop, but still sort of a cotton candy sky. Starting to chill a little bit without the heat of the sun, and brisk breeze still pushing it out to center field. Lowski throws over to first. Castillo pretty speedy. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to make something happen here with the righty batter, Conley, who takes a pitch up and inside. Lowski drafted in the 17th round in 2018 out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Leans over, bend in his right leg, as the left leg is straight. Conley sends this sky high up the elevator shaft. The third baseman, Burt, comes in and he makes the catch for out number 1. And here is Frelin Mignetti. Saw the Padres, just got a run in, of course. Comes off the bat of Austin Nola. Still a pretty solid outing for Zach Eflin so far. Only 65 pitches, so he should be able to keep going as the Phillies head up in the bottom of the 5th, down by 1. Here is Frelin Mignetti. Takes the first pitch upstairs. Mignetti, one of Reading's hits today. Infield back deep to him. Bell holding the runner on. Now he comes home outside. Good frame by Bro. Tries to get the call from Witt behind the plate, but he doesn't. Mignetti sends this deep to right field. Dunham on the run. He makes the catch. A long ball by Mignetti, but didn't carry just enough. And so it's out number 2 here. Castillo still stuck on first for Jonathan Guzman. It's a pitch outside. Good block by Bro here. Not allow Castillo to go over, although with 2 outs, he will be running on contact. Here's the pitch by Lowski. A late swing by Guzman, but he manages to get a piece of it and foul it back. Now, Philly always sends coordinators. They always send front office staff to visit the team, and I would say there's at least one, if not more, that are out and about for each series. So last week we had catching coordinator Bob Stumpo at the ballpark in Reading. On the road here we have Kevin Mahala with us, the offensive development analyst, helping us out here. So nice to meet all of the Philly staff and the coordinators throughout the minor leagues. And of course we have seen a couple of others throughout the season. Guzman takes back-to-back balls after first pitch strike. And there comes in another one, 3-1 the count with 2 outs on the board. Looking to just keep the line moving as Reading should go back to the top of the order here. And he takes ball 4 outside. Great patience there by the youngster Guzman. And Reading has 2 on right now with 2 outs for Hunter Marquardt. Marquardt coming in from the left side. I would not be surprised if he tries to lay down a bunt here maybe. With the shift on him, the third baseman, Burt, more over towards short, and he's very speedy. Although coming out of the lefty batter's box, does have to turn himself, but we've seen him bunt for a hit before. Going to take a full swing for strike number 1, 89 out of Lowski. Patriots lead the Eastern League, the northeast side of the Eastern League, with 20 wins and 11 losses. Reading is in third place now with 16 wins and 17 losses. Marquardt sends this into shallow center field. Diving for it is Lockridge, and what a play to rob Hunter Marquardt of at least a hit, if not a run. And that's how Reading will end the top of the 7th, trailing 10-1. Stretch time here at TD Bank Ballpark. We're going to take a quick break and then be back for the bottom half in just a moment.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Reading was very close to scoring some runs in the 7th, but robbed by Brandon Lockridge in center field. A great catch in the outfield to end the top of the 7th. And after stretch time here at TD Bank Ballpark, we head into the bottom half where Somerset leads 10-1 over the Fightin' Phils. First pitch, a slow roller by Burt. Great play by Mignetti on the run to make the out. And on one pitch for Garcia, there's one away. Back to the top of the order they go with Anthony Volpe, who gets lots of cheers in the crowds. I've actually seen a lot of Volpe t-shirt jerseys, which is like where they have the name and the number on the back. but in a t-shirt. And I wonder if they sell them at the store or that is fan-made. Obviously, the hometown prospect here for the Yankees takes the first pitch strike out of Garcia. And the second one above the letters, 1 ball and 1 strike. Somerset, 10 runs on 14 hits. Reading, 1 run on 7 hits. That was Logan O'Hoppy's 1-run home run. Garcia sends it inside, and the count is now 3-1. Looking for a strike here to the prospect Volpe, and he sends it inside. A walk to put a runner on. Volpe's been on 3 times today. And here's Elijah Dunham. Dunham takes the first pitch ball outside. Righty on lefty matchup. Tripled off of Garcia to start off the 6th. Ended up scoring. Sends this right into the glove of Mignetti. Can they double him up at first? And they do. He has been nothing but spectacular out at second base, catching a soft line drive at second. And they double up Volpe at the bag as Garcia faces the minimum. And quickly on to the 8th we go. Down by 9, but it's Reading's turn to bat.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Garcia got a fantastic double play out of Fraylin Mignetti to get out of the bottom of the 7th very quickly. So here we are in the top of the 8th. Reading trails Somerset 10-1. But they're going to start off with the heart of their order in Ortiz, Corridor, and O'Hoppy. First pitch to Ortiz. In for a ball. He's had a multi-hit game today. 2 of Reading's 7 hits belong to him. As the Patriots make a pitching change, Nick Ernst comes in for Barrett Lowski, who just had an inning of work. Ernst sends Ortiz another ball. This one, he checks his swing, trying to avoid taking a pitch to the face, and it's 2-1. Ortiz calls time. There's some bugs flying around out there. And now I don't know what's happening because time is being called. Oh, they want a new ball. They want a freshie. Can't get one if it's in the dirt. And they get a new baseball. Ernst, the righty, sends the 2-1 upstairs to Ortiz. He checks the swing, but he doesn't go around 3-1. Ernst, out of Cincinnati, Ohio, was drafted in the 15th round back in 2018. Quite a number of 2018 draft picks here for the Somerset Patriots, the AA affiliate of the New York Yankees. As Ortiz fouls another one back, his count is now full. Three balls, two strikes. Ortiz trying to lead us off with something. Holds up on ball 4, and that'll work as he gets himself onto first base here for Aldrum Corridor. Now, the last time Ortiz took first to start off a frame, Corridor grounded into a double play, and hopefully that doesn't happen here this time as we're coming into the back half of this ball game. First pitch inside to the lefty batter, called strike. Looking forward to the day game tomorrow as Corridor smacks this one foul. He's down 0-2. Reading is 5-2 in day games, and what that counts is with a first pitch before 4 o'clock counts as a day game. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's the 0-2 to Aldrum. Fouls it back to stay alive. Reading, of course, has 2 more day games at home. When we return back to First Energy Stadium in 1 week from today, we'll have an 11 a.m. game, and we'll have one more later in the summer, which I'm truly a fan. Here's the 0-2 from Ernst above the head of Corridor, and it's 1-2. Shuffling off of first is Ortiz. And Corridor fouls it back again. Checking in on Berks County baseball, they're playing the semifinals at home at First Energy Stadium while we're on the road. Ole Valley won the first game over Wilson. As Ernst comes home inside, Corridor takes the called strike 3. And he heads back to the dugout with the first out. Muhlenberg currently leading Exeter 5-2. They are in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the winner of this game will play Ole Valley tomorrow night at First Energy Stadium in the Berks County Championships. That'll also be held at America's Classic Ballpark at 6 p.m. Here's the cleanup hitter, Logan O'Hoppe, with a runner on first and one away. He takes the first pitch in the dirt. O'Hoppe had a solo shot to score Reading's only run of the game so far. There's the called strike on the outside. Good pick by Bro in the dirt. Ortiz taking a couple steps off of first, just trying to do anything to get a runner in scoring position here. Lights at the ballpark are very bright. This field is certainly well lit. Somerset used to be an independent ballpark for the majority of this career as O'Hoppe sends this out to left field and is back-to-back at-bats. 2 home runs for the number 5 prospect for the Phillies. And Reading gets on the board once more thanks to Logan O'Hoppy's second home run of the game. Makes it 10-3. Jalen Ortiz over on first, so that'll score 2 runs. And Logan now 5 home runs this season, 2 of them in this game. Turning on the Jets for the Fightins, here's Josh Akami. With nobody on now, but 1 out. Akami from the left side here takes a pitch above the head. 2-0. There's a swinging strike. Chases as Ernst goes off speed, and the count now 2-2. Reading has already put 2 runs on the board here in the top of the 8th, but Akami goes down swinging for out number 2. And here is Ali Castillo, who's been on 3 times today, 2 hits and a walk. He's never gotten further than first base, and he'll come up with 2 outs here. Now, before Ernst got on the rubber to start this inning, I saw him draw something in the dirt on the back part of the mound as he takes a ball to Ali Castillo. That was the word dad to honor his father, Greg, who passed away in December after a 3-year battle with cancer, which is so sad as Castillo pops this one foul. Just can't imagine going through something like that. And to honor his dad, he makes sure he's with him every time he's on the rubber. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs on the board here to Ali. Pokes it right to Chad Bell at first. Sharp off the bat, but just where Bell was standing. And that'll do it in the 8th. A 2-run home run by Logan O'Hoppy puts 2 more on the board. That's his second home run of the day, and Reading trails 10-3. Bottom of the 8th we go. We'll be right back in just a minute.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Okay, catcher number 22, Josh Burrow.
Bottom of the 8th inning. Reading trails 10-3. All the runs today coming off the bat of Logan O'Hoppe. He had a solo home run in the 6th and then a 2-run home run to bring home Ortiz in the 8th. Julian Garcia out for his 3rd inning of work. Faced the minimum in the 7th, looking to do so the same here in the 8th. He'll see Bro, Lockridge, and Rosario. They want a new baseball there. I'm not sure what it is, as Garcia takes a first pitch ball. They made him throw that one away. Two balls, no strikes here from Garcia. Bro has had 2 doubles and 2 strikeouts, pretty much the exact opposites of those things, but Garcia gets a strike here. Elevator shaft, and it comes down now. The shortstop, Guzman, makes the catch to the left of second base for out number 1. Here's Brandon Lockridge. He also has 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. It's all or nothing for these guys. Another pop-up. This is in foul territory. Akami coming over, but it bounces off the top of the dugout for the Patriots and can't do anything to get back behind that net. Although, I think if he could, he would have. So, he'll have to head back up to the batter's box with a strike. Garcia has really settled in after allowing 3 runs in his first inning of work. This is a line drive. Guzman again is there to make the play. And there's back-to-back outs in the air to the shortstop as Jason Rosario comes up. Garcia gets a first pitch ball. Now he kicks and fires for a strike. Working through these batters. Somerset 10 runs on 14 hits. Reading 3 runs on 8 hits. Both teams have been clean in the field today as Garcia gets a wild swing and a miss out of Rosario. He ends up on his butt after that. And that's just Julian flashing some of his potential there. The Phillies have seen it in him for a long time, and they are trying to bring it out of him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board, bottom of the 8th inning. Garcia wants to send his team back up to bat for the top of the 9th, but he comes inside, and the count is full. Reading will have 3 more outs to try to get after the Patriots. They trail by 7 here. Here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4. Garcia wanted it down just a little bit more. He jumps on the mound, and here is the designated hitter, Blake Perkins, with a runner on and 2 away. Blake Perkins takes a first pitch ball. He's 1 for 4 today. Had a single and a stolen base in the first inning. Hasn't been able to draw anything up since then. Now he takes a strike on the inside. Garcia up to 44 pitches here. Pretty long stint in relief. We saw Ethan Evanko have 3 innings earlier last week, I guess. And Garcia now has 2 2/3. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Perkins. He's got a runner on first, but 2 outs on the board. The righty ties him up on the inside for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. Garcia gives a look to Rosario on first. Now he comes home and he brings Perkins to his knees. Strike number 3, and he strands a runner on the base pass. Reading will have the top of the ninth to try to come back here. They're down 10-3, but stranger things have certainly happened.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Wide & Hammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Well, Reading will have the top of the 9th inning. 3 outs here. They're down 10-3 to the Somerset Patriots. As we see Jack Conley, Fraylin Mignetti, and Jonathan Guzman, the 7 through 9 in the order. And a pitching change for the Somerset Patriots as they turn the ball over to Jose Mujica. Just joined the team from Scranton, and he sees Jack Conley back-to-back strikes to start off his at-bat. So has some AAA experience. Reading just looking to keep the line moving as much as possible here. He's coming off of 3 consecutive scoreless outings in 3 1/3 innings of work. But rejoining the Patriots here in Double-A. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Jack Conley. Conley belts it foul, and he'll keep his count. Mujica did begin his career, signed as an international free agent by the Tampa Bay Rays in 2012. At that point, he was ranked number 8 by MLB Pipeline, but struggled having to get Tommy John surgery. Has had his MLB debut under his belt as Jack Conley chases a pitch down and away, and there is out number 1 on the board. I feel like this is a very Yankees start today. They had a starter go 6 innings, and then they've really dug into the bullpen here. A different pitcher for the 7th, 8th, and now a closer for the 9th, although the game is 10-3. Mignetti steps into the righty batter's box and chases a slider that breaks away from him for strike number 1. So Mujica has made his major league debut in the pandemic-shortened season in September of 2020, allowed 7 runs on 8 hits, which is a tough way to go out, but he did have another MLB appearance where he threw an inning and 2/3 of shutout ball, so good way to bounce back as he gets a 1-1 to Mignetti here. Reading has 2 outs here, down 10-3. Mignetti chases and just gets a piece of it to stay alive. Mujica, the righty, deals high, and again, Mignetti stays alive. Another foul ball back by Mignetti will go again with a 1-2 count. So Rays, Rockies, and now Yankees out of Mujica. And after all this time that he spent in the systems, he's only 26 years old. Ground ball right side. Bacidas is all over it. And there's out number 2. Reading's got just 1 more to work with, down 10 runs on 14 hits to the Patriots. They have 3 runs on 8 hits, all of them coming off of Logan O'Hoppe. Otherwise, we'd be shut out. He's had 2 home runs in this game for 5 on the season. Got him inside. It's Jonathan Guzman for ball number 1. Swing and a miss, and there's a strike on the board. Lot of young kids at the ballpark here for this game, and it is a school night, so a lot of them have left, but a good crowd still hanging out here at TD Bank Ballpark. Guzzi fouls this one back into the stands for strike 2. Reading down to their final out here. Hunter Marquardt waits in the on-deck circle as Guzman steps in the righty batter's box. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the board, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the pitch, fouled back. Of course, Somerset, the home team, if they still lead after this half inning, they won't have to bat in the bottom half. Wind blowing out to center. 2 outs on the board. Time is called by Mujica. And now he steps back on the first base side of the rubber. The 1-2 is chased by Guzman, and he'll go down swinging. Mujica gets out of the 9th, 1-2-3, and the Patriots take the first game of this series, 10-3 over the Fightin' Phils, snapping their 4-game win streak. The Patriots lead the northeast side of the Eastern League now with 22 wins. The Fightin' Phils got all of their runs off the bat of Logan O'Hoppe at a solo homer in the 6th and a 2-run shot in the 8th for 5 on the season. The Patriots just laid it on, and they did not stop, scoring 4 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, and 3 in the 6th. Everybody got a hit in the starting 9 of the Patriots lineup. But don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m., a day game for you guys here. Emily Messina, I'll be bringing you all the action here from the ballpark. A perfect way to spend your workday, a perfect way to have some entertainment, to get you through the hump day. And I appreciate you all tuning in. From here at the ballpark in Somerset, New Jersey, the Fightin' Phils fall 10-3, but we'll be back tomorrow in Game 2 of